Hello, and thank you so much for clicking on today's video. My name is Katie if you are new here, and if you're not already subscribed, hit that little subscribe button down below and you can be updated on future videos from me that I post on my channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be doing a tutorial on how to achieve this hairstyle, which is my take on the iconic Pamela Anderson messy tousled updo bun, whatever we're calling it. And like I said, this is just my version of the hairstyle. Obviously you can do it however you want, but I just find this way is really cute and still super easy to achieve whether you have thin hair or thick hair, which I will show you how in the tutorial. So we are starting with very dirty hair. I need to wash mine desperately, but this will actually work in our favor for this type of hairstyle. Looks like a hot mess right now, but we're gonna make it like a cute hot mess, which you kind of need like some grit in the hair versus being like super smooth and clean. I have pretty fine thin hair, so for me I need to add extensions, but if you already have a long, luxurious, nice looking hair, then you can totally skip this step. But if you're somewhat in the same boat as me, adding extensions is key to making this look even better. I'm going to be applying some of my Bellamy extensions, not all of them, just a few of them, just so I can add some length and a little bit of thickness as well. These ones in particular just work so well for this type of hairstyle, I think. So I'm going to be throwing in some of these today, but like I said, skip this step if you don't need the extensions. And other than extensions, you're just going to need a little claw clip like this. I prefer one this length because I am going to be putting the extensions in. It just holds the hair a lot better, and I just have the white to match my outfit. But that's what's also kind of fun about how I do this hairstyle, is I like to match my claw clips because you will be seeing it in the back to my outfit. So if I'm wearing like a fun outfit, I like to wear like a fun claw clip. But yeah, I think the white will look cute. I would definitely recommend extensions that have more of a root to them because they just look so much more natural with like updo styles like this, and just obviously wearing them down in general. But that's just another good little tip, is if they don't come like this and it's real hair, I would suggest rooting them yourself because it will obviously look much more natural. But these ones came rooted, so worked out in my favor. That's why I got them, obviously, as well, just because I like them to look as natural as possible. So instead of clipping your extensions down like you normally would so it's flush to your head, you're actually going to be taking them like this and flipping them upside down. So once you go up with your hair, it's going with it versus having to fight that weft, if that makes sense at all. I'll try to show you once I clip them in. So I'm just going to be sectioning my hair off so I can clip in that first weft. So I'll just take this up here so it's out of the way. And like I said, yes, I know my hair is dirty, so don't come for me. So this is what it should look like in the back. Like, it doesn't have to be perfect at all. You just simply want a piece sectioned up on your head so you can clip in that first row of extensions here. And it doesn't have to be like straight line or anything like that because we're going to be going up with it, so it really doesn't matter. So I'm going to be taking a little 3 weft like this, and like I said, we're going to be flipping her upside down. So we clip it in like this. So I don't know how well you can tell on the side there, but instead of laying flat, it kind of has like that flip to it. So if it makes sense, like it'll be going like this, so it's flush to the head like it would be if we were just going to be wearing our hair down. So then taking the hair down, I'm going to do one more section, and I'm going to be applying another 3 weft extension, again going upside down with it and clipping her in. And then right on top of that, I'm going to be clipping a smaller 2 weft. So that is what it should look like in the back. A little wild, a little crazy, but it will totally work. So I like to first pull out some front pieces and then tuck the rest in the back like that. And then I'm going to be taking a little comb, but I'm going to be taking the tail. And you see how my part line is pretty well like straight for the most part? Well, we want to make her look a little bit more messy. It really adds to the hairstyle, I find, if I do this step. So I'll just take the tail into the comb and just kind of reverse where it normally wants to lay and take it to the other side. And then I'll just kind of switch and go back and forth like that. If you can even tell, it's really subtle, but I find that it makes such a nice difference, and it kind of adds like some height as well. And like I said, the goal of this hairstyle is honestly to be pretty messy. So It will look kind of crazy at first, but once you get to the end, you will understand the vision. But like if I go over with this piece, you can kind of see that it wants to go to the front, and I kind of like it when it does that. So that is kind of what the part is looking like right now. If you want to go ahead and spray that to kind of hold it in place a little bit better, I would highly recommend this hairspray. Well, it's like a dry volume burst. It's a soft hold volumizing spray by Kenra, and I love this hairspray. I feel like it's not so like intense and like hardening as a normal hairspray. I just love this stuff. I've been using it forever when I'm like styling my hair, so definitely recommend this if you can get your hands on it. So now that we are ready to go up with our hair, I'm just going to make sure I keep some of these pieces out. And just take your hair back into a ponytail with your hands like you normally would, but kind of try to keep it a little messy without trying to kind of comb it back too much. And I'm trying to keep it a little lumpy and bumpy, which is usually the opposite of what we want. And if you start to get too much hair pulled back, I just kind of take my fingers and pull some pieces out, so it's just kind of like hanging for now. And then taking my finger, I also like to pull some of the baby hairs down in the back. So taking my hands, I will hold it in place with my right hand at the base, my left hand going down the ponytail, and I flip it once like this. So I have this little floof at the top here, and then I will take the claw clip and squeeze that around all of the hair. So again, taking the ponytail at the base with my right hand, I slide the left down the ponytail and flip it once while I'm kind of like twisting it a little with my right hand. The left hand holds, and that's when the claw clip goes around the hair like that. So that's when you're left with this little floof on top, and I kind of start to pull at it a little bit so it's not so tight, and we create a little bit more volume in the bun. And I take like my hands like this on the sides, and I kind of pull at where the claw clip is, just so this hair on the side isn't so tight to my head. So once I kind of get the bun pulled out a little bit, that's when I will take my comb again and pull out some tiny little pieces from the bun, so it kind of pulls out a little messy like this. And I'll just kind of pick random spots to pull it out from. And this will also make the bun a little bit messier as well, if you can't already tell. And if you feel like you've pulled out too many pieces, you can also just like take bobby pins and put things in so-called place where you want them. So this is looking pretty good to me on the messy scale. So to really bring it all together, we're going to be curling our hair, and I highly recommend this curling iron. I love this so much. It's just the T3 iron. It's the one that comes with the 3 different heads you can add to this. I think I have the middle one on right now, but there's a smaller and then the bigger, of course. So just curling the hair like I normally would, twisting it around the barrel. So I just hold it on there for a little bit, enough for it to get a good curl. Obviously you can do it tighter or looser for the longer you hold it. And then I just let it out like that. And we have a nice little bouncy curl. So then here I'm taking a much smaller section, and because this is a smaller section, obviously we don't need to hold it as long as the other one. And there we go. So I'm gonna go ahead and just curl the rest of the pieces that we have pulled out. Okay, so as you can tell, it's a huge difference after you've curled all the pieces. It just looks so much cuter and less like stringy and wild. And again, you can go ahead and spray your hair down if you're wanting it to last a long time with this dry volume burst, which like I said, I love. And then you kind of just, you know, take your fingers and mess around with it a little to get it to your desired liking. And then here's kind of a little 360 view of what she looks like in the back. I know it's like nothing special from the back, and that's not really the point. The star of the show is from the front. Like, I don't mind it in the back. Like, I still think it's cute, but like I said, the star of the show is from the front. And as you can tell, I also curled the pieces that were hanging out from the claw clip as well, because otherwise they would just be hanging straight and that would look like very awkward. So yeah, just make sure you curl literally any piece that's sticking out so it looks very cohesive together. So here she is, the finished hair look. Hopefully it was easy for you to follow along in that little tutorial. I just love doing this hair look. Obviously when my hair is dirty and I just need something cute to do with my hair but I don't know what, this is always a good go-to for me. Another thing I like to do with this hairstyle is I also have a pair of clip-in bangs from insert name here that I wear a ton because I love bangs. I wish I could have them, but I feel like with my hair it would probably make it look like way too thin, and that's not what I'm going for. So I've opted for the better option, which is just some clip-in bangs, which also work really well whenever you have dirty hair and you just can't be bothered washing it that day, or you just don't have the time. You throw in one of those clip-in bangs, you don't even see any of this here. You just have like the cute bang and then the hair up like this. I think it looks so perfect. It gives it like more fairy-esque vibes in a way, which I love, and I think that's so cute. And with my clip-in bangs, I obviously rooted them as well to make them look more natural and blend more seamlessly, and I trimmed and cut them to my face shape, so looks even better. But I do highly recommend getting those bangs from insert name here if you've kind of been wanting to have bangs without like the commitment, you know. And I do have a discount code if you want to save yourself some money. But yeah, I just feel like this is a hairstyle you don't see many people wear too often. I like it because you can kind of dress it up or dress it down. Like it would be cute with like a more formal dress, but obviously you can wear it more casual as well and not make it as messy and clean it up a little bit, you know. To each their own. Honestly, every single time I do this, it turns out different every single time, obviously, because like not every curl is going to be the same, not every piece I pull out is going to be the same. So honestly, some days it looks better than others. And in my opinion, it's just a really quick and easy way to just transform your hair look. So if you did like today's video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe down below if you are not already so you can stay up to date on future videos that I post on my channel. And I will see you in my next video.